Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 133rd commencement exercise in the 146th year of MMI Preparatory School. We'll begin tonight's program by honoring our country. I'd like to ask you to please rise and join the class of 2025 in pledging allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stand as we're going to hear the national anthem. That was beautiful, students. Ms. Gerhardt, thank you. Well, class of 2025, here you are. Parents, you have made it. On behalf of the faculty, staff, administration, and board of directors, I extend a warm welcome to the parents and family of the members of the class of 2025. We are pleased to have all of you with us this evening. Additionally, we are streaming these proceedings online for those who are not able to be with us to share in this moment. I'd like to recognize the board of directors for the extraordinary contributions they make to our school. These dedicated volunteers work tirelessly to ensure MMI's success, and we are all grateful for their continuing efforts on behalf of the students at MMI. Thank you, Board of Directors. It takes an exceptional faculty and staff to inspire, guide, nurture, and bring these young people to the heights of academic, athletic, extracurricular, and personal excellence. You are an outstanding group, and we are so grateful to all of you, especially the class of 2025. Thank you, faculty and staff. So I shared with the class, with some of the students last night, that I have some remarks to make, and I certainly hope that everyone will listen very carefully, because I believe that some of the things you're going to hear today will come in handy at some point in your life and in the future, so please listen. Today marks a monumentous occasion, one that will be remembered for years to come. It's a day of celebration, a day of pride, and for many, a day of reflection. As I stand before you, I'm filled with immense pride and admiration for the young men and women seated before us, ready to take their next step in the world. To the class of 2025, you have worked tirelessly to reach this milestone. You've faced challenges, you've overcome obstacles, and you've grown in ways that no one could have predicted when you first walked through the doors at MMI. Your hard work, perseverance, and resilience are not just reflected in the diplomas you'll see today and receive, but in the way you've carried yourself with integrity, kindness, a commitment to learning, and a great sense of humor. I've so enjoyed watching you grow into the wonderfully funny and courageous young men and women you've become. From the senior sunrise to the senior sunset, you have never ceased to amaze me. The antics from senior pranks, by which were great. And according to those who've been part of the MMI community for a long time, suggest those antics were the best. From your demonstration of empathy and compassion for another student who experienced a devastating fire, to asking to start a fundraiser for finding a cure for cancer. Amazing and so incredibly kind. You have demonstrated emotional intelligence, a connection with others. This will prove to be helpful in whatever you choose to do in your life. As a preparatory school, our mission has always been to provide you with more than just the knowledge you need for academic success. We've sought to prepare you for the challenges and opportunities that life will present. Our goal has been to teach you to think critically, act with empathy, and approach the world with curiosity and a sense of responsibility. You are more than the grades on your report card or the achievements you've earned. You're thinkers, you are problem solvers, you're collaborators, and you're leaders. You are prepared not just for the next stage of your education, but for life beyond the walls of MMI. And we have no doubt that each of you will go on to make an impact in your communities, in your careers, and in your relationships. As you prepare to leave this school behind, take with you the values that have been instilled here, the importance of honesty, the value of hard work, the power of kindness, and the necessity of perseverance. These values will serve you well. I would be remiss if I didn't offer you some words of wisdom, so I will. First, embrace life and remember to breathe. Life truly is fleeting, and you probably won't really appreciate that until you're much older. Try and remember to enjoy all of the things life throws at you, even the difficulties, because they are the things that will strengthen you with resilience and perseverance. Remember, without difficulties and challenges, you could not appreciate the joyful times. Second, remember you are leaders. Lead with conviction and integrity. Your character will define you greater than your achievements. Choose to be kind and lead with compassion and empathy. Third, don't be afraid of failure. Every time there's a misstep, there's an opportunity to learn and grow. Don't get stuck there. Some of the events in our life are beyond our control, but we do have the ability to choose how we respond. You will make mistakes. Grow and learn from them. Remember that humility, grit, perseverance, patience, and resilience will be your friends. Take advantage of all opportunities for growth. The incredible opportunities I've been afforded in my life would never have happened if I stayed in my comfort zone. Don't let insecurity and fear keep you from realizing your best life. Fourth, find your purpose and meaning. Your purpose doesn't have to be extravagant. Do what matters to you. You'll find that in time, passion and curiosity will light your way. I want to take a moment to thank your families and our incredible faculty for their unwavering support and dedication to the students' growth. Parents, thank you for trusting us with your children and for being partners in their development. Faculty, thank you for your commitment, your passion for teaching, and your belief in every student who's walked through these doors. To the class of 2025, as you take your next steps, remember that your journey is just beginning. You have so much to offer the world, and the world is waiting for you. Continue to chase your dreams, follow your passions, never stop learning. Be proud of what you've accomplished, but always look ahead with anticipation for that next adventure. MMI can be your anchor and guide. Remember, we will always be here for you, your extended family. Call on us when you need a shoulder or an ear. Know you will always have a home here. We will miss you all. Congratulations, 2025 graduates. We are also incredibly proud of you. Oh, I need tissues already. Thank you, Mrs. Hosier. Thank you. Fellow members of the Board of Directors, I am so proud to introduce Mr. Richard DiLiberto. He is a member of the MMI class of 1979. He is a litigation partner with Young, Conaway, Stargett, and Taylor, LLP in Wilmington, Delaware. Rick has served on the MMI board since 2013. He earned his JD from Delaware Law School, Widener University, and holds a BS in Education from Bloomsburg University. Rick is a native of the Hazleton area. Mr. DiLiberto served in the Delaware House of Representatives from 1992 to 2002 and is currently chairperson of the Delaware Commission on Italian Heritage and Culture. Other board and community service includes being a member of the Governor's Magistrate Screening Committee, past president of the Delaware Trial Lawyers Association, past treasurer and past board member of the Delaware Law-Related Education Center, an adjunct faculty member for Delaware Law School, Widener University's Intensive Trial Advocacy Program. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Rick DiLiberto to the podium.
Fellow members of the Board of Directors, Mrs. Long, Mrs. Hosier, administration, faculty, and staff, my longtime friend, Dr. Jack Delacroce, and his family, parents, grandparents, students, friends, and family, and most importantly, my new brothers and sisters, the class of 2025. Today, these young women and men join a proud and distinguished family, a family whose brothers and sisters have gone forward from humble beginnings at this relatively small school to achieve greatness and outstanding service to others across the nation and indeed around the world. Class of 2025, for 146 years, those who have gone before you have embellished the name of MMI Preparatory School in their higher education, in their careers, their personal lives, their everyday interaction with others, in science or medicine, law and dentistry and education, government, business, public service, social services, the arts, and numerous other careers. Your predecessors have achieved beyond all expectations and made our world a much better place. And now, as you leave the shelter of these red brick buildings and the firm yet loving tutelage of these honored and dedicated teachers, we hand you the torch of MMI. We hand you the torch of our family. Now, what will you do to continue our traditions and build our heritage? 46 years ago, I sat right where you're sitting. Our 31 members of the class of 1979 were dressed in our tuxedos and our beautiful gowns. The red and white banners were hung with care. The faculty and parents looked adoringly upon us. And we were off to college, excited to be going forward, relieved to have completed our work here. And the last thing we wanted to hear was a long, boring speech by the board chairman. So let me get right to the point. Your MMI diploma grants you certain legal and social honors and rights. Be proud of them, benefit from them. But that same diploma entrusts you with solemn duties. Most important among these duties is to thank the people who gave you this invaluable and life-changing opportunity. Take a moment to thank my fellow members of the Board of Directors. These talented and selfless professionals have volunteered their time to make our school a beacon of hope and knowledge here in northeastern Pennsylvania. And please take a second to bid a fond farewell to my good friend and our distinguished board member who is departing this year, Professor Gloria Galante, the chairperson of our academic committee, after 6 distinguished years of service. Thank you, Gloria. Thank the generous donors who faithfully support MMI with financial and volunteer contributions. We are blessed to have so many donors, alumni and non-alumni alike, from across this nation and indeed from around the world, who every year continue to invest in our mission. Now thank your parents and your grandparents, your brothers and your sisters, and anyone who had the foresight to send you here, who made financial sacrifices to fund your education. Many of your parents did what my parents did, worked extra jobs, took loans, made do with what they had, rather than purchase new things to educate you here. Jack, one of the most vivid memories I have is my mother and father sitting at their kitchen table on West Broad Street in Hazleton when tuition was due, and literally pulling down a mason jar from the shelf and spilling out change and counting it out to try to make the monthly bill at MMI. Many of you have similar stories. Sincerely thank them and promise to pay them back, not with money, but with pride and honor that they experience vicariously through your future hard work and achievements. Thank the administrators, the teachers, the coaches, and the staff who cared for you here. I offer a special thanks to Mrs. Long, who's completing her 3rd year as head of school. And she has served with grace and dignity and cares very deeply about every one of you. We talk just about every day, and she calls each of you by name. And she's so excited when we talk to tell me everything that you're doing wrong and how you've corrected it and then made it right and how you've progressed. And she's so thrilled to see how you've come so far in your career here. Oh, Rick, wait till you hear what Nikki did. Or did you hear about what happened with Chloe? Did you hear about Mikey and the baseball team? Wait till you hear about Hayden Schwabe winning this election. As many hairs on my head, those are the compliments that she's given you over these years that she's been here. And everyone is more and more thrilling to me when I hear it. Now thank each of your administrators, your teachers, and your staff who've chosen a noble profession and deserve our heartfelt gratitude and undying respect. Each is uniquely qualified in their subject matter, and each probably passed up opportunities for more lucrative careers to do what they love, and that's to teach you. And unlike the lawyer, who has the luxury of seeing his clients one at a time, or the physician, who treats her patients one at a time, the teacher is the only professional who must see his or her clients all at once, 20 or 30 at a time. And you'll learn over the next few years that they've prepared you very well. Thank Mr. Stepansky and the maintenance staff who keep this place so beautiful and clean. Thank Mr. Wayne Warner, our resource officer, who keeps us all safe. Thank Chef Teresa and the kitchen staff who fed you every day. And your next duty is to help and protect each other. Stay in touch with your classmates and counsel one another through life's trials and challenges. Today, after 46 years, some of the best friendships I have had are with my MMI classmates. And we've watched our children grow up, and we've picked each other up when we stumbled. And now we're sharing photos of our grandchildren. And I know each of you has supported each other through some very, very difficult times. In fact, very bravely and nobly through the COVID pandemic. And some of us lost friends and family members to the virus. And I trust your common sacrifices and memories and lessons in overcoming hardship will stay with you and strengthen you through the years. And when called upon, assist MMI alums from other classes. Now and then you'll get a call or be contacted by email or text by another prepper in need of career information, a reference, or just a listening ear. And please promise me that you will help them. Will you promise me? I did it as recently as yesterday. As recently as yesterday. It's the least we can do for each other. And as the old Beach Boys song goes, be true to your school. Give back to this little school which gave you so much. I know you may not realize it now, but your academic potential has been exponentially heightened because of the rigorous requirements of this grand old place. Come back and visit her often, and when she needs you, be there for her. No matter how old you grow, when you reconnect with MMI and these classmates, you have defeated Father Time. You remain forever young. Never forget your MMI roots, and in all you do, wherever you go, you represent this school forever. You're about to face a world which desperately needs the kind of people this institution has trained. And our generation, we trust you to complete what we have left undone and remedy our errors. You'll be looked for leadership, you'll be looked to for unity, you'll be looked to for problem solving in an era unlike any other in American history. And when I've spoken to you through the years here, I told you you can be whatever you dream to be. Those aren't just words. Stay away from the people who tell you you can't. Every time when they put a question mark at the end of their sentence, you replace it with an exclamation point. With an MMI education, you can think great thoughts, learn vast things, and change the world. And so many of our alumni have achieved monumental achievements, and you can too. So as you go off to college, your world will change dramatically. For the past 4 years here, or even longer for many of you, your teachers and your parents have had vital and serious responsibilities. They were responsible to see that you chose the right courses. They were responsible to see that you read the right texts and achieved the right skills and did your homework. And they assumed the responsibility of teaching you to respect each other, to be good citizens, to honor the great institutions of our democracy. And they labored at those responsibilities because they love you and they want to perpetuate the long and prominent reputation of MMI. Well, on this day, and at this hour, and at this moment, their responsibility ends, but yours begins. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Mr. DiLiberto. A wonderful and unique tradition at MMI that represents each class's identity is our class banner. This year, our banner's designer is Winnie Zhang. Winnie is the daughter of Dejen Zhang and Lily Lynn of Jim Thorpe. Winnie, please do come to the podium and tell us how you created this beautiful banner. You have it?
Good evening, faculty, friends, families, and students. My name is Winnie Zhang, and I've had a deep passion for art since I was young. Ever since I could remember, I would be sitting in the middle of the living room, doodling with my colored wax sticks on some paper that I would find, and maybe sometimes on the walls if I couldn't find any papers. But with my passion for art, I'm extremely honored to be a part of the banner committee and to be able to bring our banner ideas to life. I came to MMI much later than many of my peers, arriving in the latter half of 10th grade in 2023. I've moved in the middle of the year in January at such an odd time, and so to some people, I'm sure I disappeared out of nowhere. But even though this is such a strange transfer, MMI still opened its doors to me and became somewhere where I felt belonged. Since my first day here, eating lunch in the cafeteria with my new friends, I looked up at the ceiling of the class banners and saw the legacy of every class before us. Now, as time passed by so fast since then, we are here leaving our legacy in that same cafeteria that we eat at every day. Our time at the school has been through years of change. People have come and gone, advisors have changed, new policies were set in place, and every year it always seemed different from the last. Last year as juniors, we wanted to include this in our design. However, over the summer, one unfortunate event happened. So as a class, we decided we should give our banner as a tribute to Mr. Prodi, one of MMI's most beloved teachers and seasoned alien hunter. Mr. Prodi spent 54 years sharing his passion for math to us students with kindness and dedication, making a lasting impact on all of us. He always mentioned space in his classes, whether it was talking about aliens or talking about the flatlands. So Lydia Chen, a member of our banner committee, proposed that the main theme of our banner should be space to dedicate it to him. Kim Paknajad, another member of the banner committee, suggested minecarts in symbolism to our school spirit as MMI's class of 2023, since MMI was first created for minors to gain more educational opportunities for themselves. And so to link the space theme and the MMI spirit, I combined both ideas together into one. The mine cards with the letters MMI on each of the 3 cards ride up on a shooting star in an upward direction, resembling that we have grown and yet continue to grow, aiming for the stars as we do so. On the trail of the shooting star is one of Mr. Prodi's signature quotes, "Be much, become more." This quote invites us to aim for the stars, to have goals that touch beyond the sky. There are unlimited possibilities, and it tells us to go even further past those limits that we thought was possible. The 30 stars scattered around in space symbolize every individual student in the class of 2023. These students are what makes up space and what represents those infinite possibilities. Constellations are made up of interlinking and diverse groups of stars. So the class of 2023 characters are written out in a constellation font to convey that the 30 students of this class make up a unique constellation of stars. It is something that makes us the class of 2023. As students look up and compare the banners in the lunchroom, they may not know the meaning behind the symbols in this banner, the inspiration of Mr. Prodi, or why there are specifically 30 stars. But regardless, we hope that when people look at our banner, they will be inspired by the quote Mr. Prati has left us. Our class is a class of change, a class filled with ambition. So when different people look upon our banner, there's one thing they will interpret the same way. The one thing that defines our class: be much, become more. This is our tribute to the many banners on the cafeteria ceiling, our class of 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, Winnie, for your thoughtfulness when creating the banner. This class banner will join those of previous graduating classes hanging in the cafeteria for future generations of MMI students to admire and be inspired by. And I would ask you to direct your attention to the banner, which is located next to Mr. DiLiberto and Dr. Delacroce. It's beautiful. Thank you. To rise to the top of a class as talented as the class of 2025 is a significant distinction. The two members of the class who will address you this evening are very deserving of their honor and place in the class. They have both worked exceptionally hard in all of their subjects, and their achievements speak for themselves. It is truly my honor to present the class of 2025 salutatorian, Alexander Stephen Composto. I'm not done. Alexander is the son of Stephen and Nicole Composto of Freeland, and Alex is ready to tell you what is on his mind. There you go, buddy. Okay.
Thank you. Good evening, Mrs. Long, Dr. Delacroce, Mr. DiLiberto, MMI Board of Directors, Mrs. Hosier, faculty and staff, parents, family and friends, and my fellow graduates. I feel it's important to thank everyone in attendance for coming out and supporting friends and family as we celebrate the class of 2025 and our graduation. It feels unreal to be standing in front of everyone speaking at my own graduation when it all seems so far away as a sixth grader starting at MMI back in 2018. Back then, my biggest concern was finding a group of friends that I could spend my time at MMI with, seeing as I was transitioning into a new school after so many years of making friends back at my elementary school. Looking back, maybe I shouldn't have been so nervous or anxious. After all, I'm sure everyone in this class first had apprehensions about attending MMI. One of the first things the faculty tells you as a prospective student at MMI is that MMI is a family. It's something the school absolutely prides itself on. I can say that after 7 years of attending this school, that I have found family in the people that I have surrounded myself with. I truly believe that the people make this school. Sure, everyone knows about MMI for its academia, for its rigor, but those are just small pieces of the puzzle. The people who greeted me every single morning in this school have taught me more than any textbook or coursework ever could. I want to take a minute to put something into perspective for everyone in attendance tonight. I am fortunate enough to have been part of a graduating class that is so incredibly driven to succeed. Each and every person sitting on this stage has their own aspirations, their own goals. And each and every one of them has made waves wherever they go, working to make these goals a reality. For those of you who are not aware, there was an intense battle between so many of my fellow graduates as to who would be standing in front of you tonight as MMI's class of 2025 salutatorian and valedictorian. I do not want to take anything away from those students. I'm sure many of you have heard the term senioritis. It's the idea that as a senior already accepted into college, and completing their final semester of high school, that they can relax more on their academics and ease their worries about their grades. I am so proud to say that not a single student in this class put in any less effort into their academics compared to the beginning of the year. I firmly believe that the reason for this circles back to the idea of the bonds and relationships that students here get to form with their peers. Over the course of the past 7 years, our classes had the opportunity to connect and get to know each other on a personal level. We have built relationships with each other that have grounds in healthy competition. And I really want to stress that term. We as a class have formed bonds with each other that bring out the nature of healthy competition. We have all succeeded in so many ways. We all have attained an incredible number of accomplishments. I, however, am very aware that if it were not for the people whom I surrounded myself with, the people who I have the honor of calling my best friends throughout my time here, I would not be standing in front of all of you tonight as your salutatorian. It is this core group of friends who I have watched succeed. Their ambitions have taken them to incredible heights. Watching all of their achievements acted as a drive for me to go out and chase my own goals. Don't get me wrong, this was not because I wanted to prove myself as better than them in any manner. High school students can sometimes face sink or swim situations. Challenges that, should you fail to persevere, can set you back levels behind everyone else. Take math class, for example. Math is one of my favorite subjects to learn. However, many of the complex concepts and formulas are tied to lessons that you learn earlier in the school year. Should you fail to get a grasp on these concepts, math becomes a very difficult subject to catch up on. The class of 2025 has never let another student sink. Yes, we were all in competition with one another, but there was never a time when one friend rejected another friend's help. Here at MMI, we want everyone to succeed. I will be the first to admit that there are times that I needed help, and nobody is exempt from that idea. When all is said and done, there are times when everyone needs to stop and ask for help. Despite the heavy competition, despite our own drives to be successful, this class has always stopped to take the steps to elevate each other. There's no adjective to describe that other than magical. If nothing else, this solidifies my belief that MMI is family. As I begin to wrap up my speech, I would like to leave everyone here today with 2 quotes that I find to be extremely significant as we prepare to close this chapter of our lives and turn the page onto the next. The second of these 2 quotes, everyone on this stage is familiar with. From Theodore Roosevelt, "It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed." There are going to be points in our lives where we struggle. There are going to be points where our aspirations seem like just that, aspirations. But if I can leave everyone with one takeaway from my speech today, it's that this class has never taken kindly to giving up. I never want to see any less ambition from my fellow graduates than I have during our time at MMI. Chase your goals. Do what is best for your future. Even in failure, there is still support in the family that we've built here. To support this, my second quote, and one every student here should have heard at some point in their time in high school. As Mr. Parati would have said, be much, become more. Thank you to MMI, faculty, staff, and teachers for helping us to become who we are today. Thank you to my classmates. We've been with each other every step of the way, and I could not have asked for a brighter, funnier, more talented group of people. We're all so goal-oriented, and I know we're going to do incredible things. For now, this is goodbye, but I know that we will all stay connected with each other and this school in some way, shape, or form. I wish you all nothing but the best in your future endeavors. Thank you, and congratulations, seniors.
I think Alex deserves another round of applause. Alex, that was incredibly inspiring, and we're really incredibly proud of you. Very good job. At this time, it is my honor to present the valedictorian of the class of 2025, Kendall Reese Orozco. Kendall is the daughter of Christopher and Tricia Orozco. Kendall, please come forward.
If your name is Michael, or a variation of Michael, please raise your hand. Thank you. This concludes the mic check. Good evening, Mrs. Long, Mr. Delacrosse, Chairman DiLiberto, the Board of Directors, hi, Dad, faculty, families, guests, and of course, the MMI class of 2025. Earlier in senior year, our class brought back an old tradition and voted for senior superlatives. When I heard that most quiet was a category, I thought I would win it by a landslide. But when the results came out, I only received one vote for most quiet, and it was my own. That was when I really realized, that I wasn't the same timid sixth grader I was when I first came to MMI. Back then, I tried my best not to speak, because I wanted what so many other kids want, to fit in. To do that, I thought I had to remove anything about myself that someone else might not like. I was afraid to have the wrong opinion, say the wrong thing, and make no friends at a new school. So I spent way too long trying to be as normal and not special as possible. Of course, I can never pretend forever. Now, in senior year, I'll proudly talk your ear off about history, languages, or anything interesting that comes to mind. For example, Mexican pesos were a really common currency in 18th century Chinese port cities. At the time, the Qing dynasty was building maritime influence in trade, and pesos were common because Mexico is the world's largest silver producer. Silver, the stable currency at the time, easy access to the Spanish Philippines, and you get the idea. I'm not quiet anymore. MMI brought me out of my shell. And what made the biggest difference in my life was meeting the students who go here. Here's a secret. Our class is stacked. And just 30 people, we have multiple business owners, award-winning musicians and artists, district champion athletes, the state presidents of Pennsylvania FBLA, STEM researchers, and the leaders of literally every club and sports team at MMI. After every major competition, like PJS and FBLA, our grade comes home with so many awards that I didn't even try to count them all. We participated in amazing after-school and summer programs in medicine, business, and more. Plenty of classmates started projects on their own initiatives without being told. Beyond academics, the people in our class are genuinely interesting people. Everyone has their story, and they're always chasing their dreams. And while great people are often ambitious, MMI is full of friendly competition. Most people here are legitimately kind, polite, and always ready to lend a helping hand. Of course, high school isn't all sunshine and rainbows, but my friends and teachers make me want to come here every morning. The senior class is full of amazing, brilliant people. Being around all these great people made me want to be great too. And if you ask me, greatness is about chasing your interests and passions wherever they take you. Everybody has something they go crazy for. It's about nurturing your passions, even when other people find them odd. Before MMI, I didn't want to be unique. MMI didn't tell me I had to be. But the students and faculty of my own family gave me every opportunity to do what I loved. My classmates inspired me to go bigger, do better, and work hard at whatever I put my mind to. My passion is foreign languages. I speak 5, though sometimes more when I invent new languages by mixing words up. My favorite Ukrainian proverb is «Під лежачий камінь вода не тече». Under the lying stone, water doesn't flow. Or, in other words, opportunities will pass you by if you don't even try. I wouldn't be valedictorian if I never applied myself. I would never have applied myself without my peers to push me. And this is true for our entire class. How many times could we have taken the easy way out? And how many times, instead, do we push ahead at academics, athletics, and creating better futures for ourselves? It's true that talented practice takes you far, but sometimes the difference between being just good and being great is having a friend by your side to occasionally yell at you to stop playing video games and go do your homework. However, all good things must come to an end. Our class is going to college and going our separate ways. It's overwhelming, it's scary, and it should be. Because imagine how awful life would be if we only saw the same 29 faces for the rest of our lives. But even though we're leaving the great people we've met, MMI taught us how to recognize them when we meet them. When our class goes to college, I hope the first thing we do is build a supportive social circle. Good friends build each other up. Good mentors teach you more about yourself. To quote motivational speaker Jim Rohn, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you surround yourself with thriving people, you'll have no choice but to succeed." MMI is 146 years old and has, according to Mrs. McNulty, 2,002 living alumni. After tonight, there will be 30 more. I'll never forget the classmates, teachers, and faculty who've made me the person I am today. I'll never forget MMI for all it's done for me. I'll never forget my family for their support. And I'll never forget what it's like to be around people who inspire each other. And as Mr. Bianco specifically requested I end the speech, gracias, сессия, спасибо, дякую. Thanks, everyone.
I'd like to ask Kendall and Alex to come up to the podium, please. Thank you both. We're so proud of you. Great job. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome MMI Assistant Head of School, Mrs. Marcy Hosier, to the podium.
Thank you, Mrs. Long. Good evening, everyone. This class has earned many awards and received numerous recognitions. Tonight, we will present our most prestigious awards. The Joseph A. Tchaikovsky 48 Memorial Prize for Mathematics and Science is awarded to the member of the class of 2025 who has the highest combined grade point average in math and science throughout their 4 years of upper school experience. The award is named for a distinguished alumnus of MMI who studied engineering at Penn State and was an outstanding professional engineer. The award was established to honor the memory of Joseph A. Tchaikovsky by his late daughter, Ms. Lisa Tchaikovsky Merlot, MMI class of 1980. The Joseph A. Tchaikovsky 48 Memorial Prize for Mathematics and Science is presented to Alexander Stephen Composto. The Freeland Rotary Club established the Rotary Service Above Self Award to recognize and acknowledge a young person who, by his or her actions, has personified the Rotary motto of service above self in their school and community. It is one of 2 awards selected by the MMI faculty. The 2025 Rotary Service Above Self Award goes to Diane Dane Kim. The Faculty Award is presented to the student who displays basic goodness and honesty while being a good example for their peers in his or her own way. The student is emotionally mature and treats others with empathy, compassion, and concern. The selected student displays qualities of humility, wholesomeness, and industry. Our entire faculty selects the recipient from a number of worthy candidates. The recipient of the 2025 Faculty Award is Daniel Catcher Griffith. Thank you.
I'd like to call your attention to the printed program, which lists additional honors, awards, and recognitions earned by the class of 2025. The program also contains a list of college acceptances and scholarships earned by the class of 2025. Congratulations to all of our award and scholarship recipients. And now it's time to hear from the president of the class of 2025. This position carries high responsibility of leadership and tactful diplomacy in helping the class navigate their final year at MMI, and that is no small feat. It is my pleasure to invite Diane Kim to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you to Mrs. Long, Mrs. Hosier, Chairman DiLiberto, the Board of Directors, and Dr. Delacroce for allowing me the opportunity to speak today. I would like to welcome everyone here once again, faculty, staff, friends, and family, and most of all, my senior class, to the graduation of the class of 2025. My name is Diane Kim, and I am thankful, honored, and blessed to have this time with you all to share a glimpse into the senior class seated before you, who we have been in our past, who we are in the present, and, although not exactly certain, who we will become in the future. I first came to MMI in the 9th grade, and I got quite the first impression of my class. The very first thing I noticed when I walked through the door into my advisory room was that all the boys sat on the left side of the room and all the girls sat on the right, and not a single word was spoken between the two sides. Being a new student, I was already nervous, and seeing this division in our class made me feel even more so. I thought that our class might never get past our awkwardness and separation. Now, 4 years later, I can confidently say that our class was in fact able to get over our awkwardness with each other and bond, especially in our senior year. The connections we have with one another today are only one example of how our class has grown and changed immensely throughout our time at MMI. Little did we know, all the after-school garlic knot and gas station runs, locker room pranks and lunch table conversations, award ceremonies and spirit weeks, as well as so many other countless memories, would little by little shape us into the seniors and soon-to-be graduates we are today. This year was perhaps the year that was filled with the most of these precious memories. We began our year with Senior Sunrise, filled with hopes for our final school year. We hoped it would be as exciting as the upperclassmen always said it was, and it truly did live up to that expectation. It just went by much faster than we thought it would. Field day and freshman-senior bonding flew by in a blur. Before we knew it, we were dressing up as aliens for the Founders Day play and having our senior nights for sports. Then came college application season, which, to be honest, none of us really want to think back on. One of the biggest moments of getting closer as a class was when we went to the Wilkes Ropes course and tested our trust in one another as we rock climbed. In the spring came our last club competitions, such as the FBLA State Conference and PJAS, where we cheered one another on. Before we knew it, our class was on our senior class trip to Topgolf, the Reading Terminal Market, and the Philadelphia Zoo, where the guys were very happy to see the monkeys. Next came prom, where we walked the red carpet together. Just a week ago, we had our senior barbecue, a new tradition, and just last night was our senior sunset. And finally, the class of 2025 stands before you here now at our graduation. But who exactly are the members of the class of 2025? What sets us apart from any other class? Well, I thought, what better way to find out than to ask the people around us? For the past few weeks, I asked the MMI community about words that come to mind when they think about our class. There were many different answers I received, but some of the most notable were ambitious, diverse, and independent. I can attest that all three of these adjectives are true, and together they sum up our class perfectly. As you heard from my friend Kendall, during our time at MMI, our class was very involved with extracurriculars and school events, showing our ambition and willingness to rise as independent leaders. We are diverse, each having our own niches and passions, which we are going to continue to develop in our future careers and educational pursuits. Here before you are future marketing representatives, business owners, engineers, healthcare workers, HVAC technicians, graphic designers, financial advisors, authors, and so much more. I am so excited to see where each member of this class goes, and I hope that they will go on and work to achieve everything they aspire to. To my beloved class, I would like to give some advice. Though until now, this speech has been mainly positive and encouraging, I want to take time to reflect upon what today, graduation, actually is. Today, as you all know, is the day we end our high school careers. Today, of course, is a day that should be filled with celebration. But today is also a day where we receive new weight and responsibility upon our shoulders as we go out into the world. The road ahead of us is not just going to be happy and successful, but in difficult times, remember that life is all about experience. In whatever new environment you are going into, please do not avoid the new experiences and opportunities that are presented to you due to fear of uncertainty, change, or imperfection. Seek out new and challenging opportunities purposefully, because the lessons that you learn throughout them are what make you stronger and more insightful. If you stay in your comfort zone and don't challenge yourself, you will never know your true potential. And as long as the members of my class do not limit ourselves, I believe that we have unlimited potential. Also, I challenge my class, as well as everyone here, to find purpose in our lives. Because what is the point of studying, working, or doing anything if we do not see meaning in it, if we are not fulfilled through it? Class of 2025 and everyone here, you know that time flies. Just as our senior year flew by, so will life itself. Your time is precious. Your lives are precious. You are precious. Please take time to think deeply about your futures and lives. Ask yourself why you do the things you do. Ask yourself what your dreams and goals are, what you want to achieve. It is my sincerest hope that you will all be able to find your true purpose and, in turn, true happiness in your lives. For giving our class such purpose and happiness in our lives, today there are several groups of people to whom our class would like to express our gratitude to. On behalf of the class of 2025, I would like to first and foremost thank all of our parents. You are the ones who have made it possible for us to come to MMI. Thank you for all your care and continuous sacrifices. In addition to that, thank you to the rest of our family and friends for being with us through our highs and lows. I also sincerely thank all of the faculty and staff at MMI. Throughout our years at this school, you have ensured that we can learn, thrive, and develop. Teachers, thank you for seeing our potential and for instructing us with patience. I would also like to take a moment to personally thank some of the people in my life. I would first and foremost like to thank Jesus, to whom I would like to return all glory and honor in my life too. I am most thankful for the love, happiness, and purpose I have found in him. Next, to Oma and Appa, my mom and dad. All the words in the world would not suffice to thank you for all you have done for me. Mom, thank you for driving me to and from school for a total of 1,200 hours with carpal tunnel. Thank you for showing me what it means to be open-minded and honest. Dad, I can't remember a time when you left for work after the sun rose, or a time when you returned home before the sun started to set. Thank you for showing me the value of faithfulness and ambition. I would also like to express my gratitude to the rest of my family, friends, and church community for loving and believing in me. Thank you to Belle, Evan, Mikey, and Jason for being an amazingly hardworking senior council. It was a pleasure to serve our class with you this year, and I am so proud of the things we accomplished. Finally, thank you to Ms. Baggs and Dr. D for guiding us throughout this year as our senior class advisors and for challenging us to make the most of our senior year. And make the most of it, we truly did. Everyone, as you have all heard, the class of 2025 has come a long way, and we are going to go even further. As we go out into the world, into many different fields, I believe that our class will leave a legacy MMI and all of you are proud of. Class of 2025, never forget to hold on to what you have learned to MMI and the connections you have made with the people around you. Remember to challenge yourselves, learn through experience, and find your purpose. I believe that life is like a sequence of entering and leaving rooms through doors. 4 years ago, I crossed the threshold of my advisory to meet my class for the first time. To my class, it has been the most memorable past 4 years with you, and I am so thankful that I got to know each and every one of you and serve you as class president. Now it is time for us all to leave this room we've grown so familiar with, the one that we label as high school. We will all go into separate hallways of life and venture off into unknown rooms. Some of our paths will intersect, and some of our paths will not. Whatever the case, the only thing I ask is that as you leave, that you will leave the door to your next room a little open, so that even if our futures do not directly intersect, we will be able to catch little glimpses into each other's lives, so that we will never lose the connections we have made in this room that we all shared here. Thank you, and God bless.
Diane, thank you. Thank you, Diane. It is now my great pleasure and honor to introduce someone whose life and legacy are deeply interwoven with the story of MMI Preparatory School. Dr. John J. Delacroix, class of 1973, who will deliver this evening's Founders Day address. Dr. Delacroix represents 3 generations of MMI graduates, beginning with his grandfather, class of 1921, followed by his father, class of 1947, and continuing through his daughter, Melissa, class of 1998. His family's nearly century-long connection to MMI is a testament to the enduring values the school instills, values that have shaped Dr. Delacroix's remarkable life of service, leadership, and care. That family legacy also includes his brother, Jim Delacroix, class of 1975. As a student, Dr. Delacroix was a standout, both in and out of the classroom. He was part of the historic 1973 basketball team that secured MMI's first and only state championship in a team sport, a victory that placed the Preppers into Pennsylvania's sports history. Following his time at MMI, he earned a bachelor's degree in biology from King's College and went on to pursue a rigorous path in science and healthcare, earning accolades across the dental profession. He holds both a fellowship and a mastership from the Academy of General Dentistry, a distinction held by only 2% of dentists nationwide. Dr. Delacroix has also served as president of the Hazleton Area Dental Society and of the Pennsylvania Academy of General Dentistry, and was honored by his peers with induction into the American College of Dentists. Today, he practices alongside his daughter in a family dental clinic that will soon celebrate its 100th year of service to the Freeland community. Through education, mentorship, and care, Dr. Delacroix continues to make a lasting difference in the lives of others. It is only fitting that someone whose roots run so deep at MMI and whose impact reaches so far speaks to the class of 2025 at this milestone moment. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished alumnus and 2025 Founders Day speaker, Dr. John J. Delacroix, MMI class of 1973. Do you have your speech? Do you have it? Okay, sir.
Thank you, Mrs. Is this on? Thank you, Mrs. Long, and everybody here. I like the sound of Madam President instead of head of school. Kind of sounds nicer. Good evening, parents, grandparents, family, dedicated faculty, board members, and most importantly, the class of 2025. I entered MMI in 1969 as a 9th grade student. At the time, MMI was an all-male private school, and it only began in 9th grade. It was a true STEM school before the term existed. We were all raw recruits from varied backgrounds and religions. If you'd ask us why we enrolled at MMI, most of us would say it was our parents' idea, not ours. Today, we would call that active parenting. Our class was required to undergo a military-like indoctrination or initiation. Today, we call it freshman-senior bonding. All freshmen were required to wear red beanies and red bow ties as part of their school uniform from September to February. To make matters worse, we were also required to shave our heads at a time when the Beatles and long hair was all the rage. The finale was the pajama parade, which we still hold as a tradition today. Richard Nixon was president, the Vietnam War was happening, and the military draft was active. Political unrest was in full effect. Fast forward in 1974, I won the lottery. The only lottery a young high school graduate was not interested in winning at the time. Troops were pulled out of Vietnam in 1974, but a temporary new draft was active. And my birthday was pulled as draft number 1. If I was called to serve, I would have no choice but to forego my college education and enlist, or so I thought. Thankfully, this draft was never activated, and my college career was not interrupted. I was standing where you stand today. I was about to begin my college freshman year. Today, you stand at the threshold of a new and exciting chapter. This moment is not only a celebration of your accomplishments, but it's the beginning of a new journey. And as you prepare to step into the future, it's essential to recognize that the foundation for this moment has been laid not just by you, but by the people who have supported and believed in you along the way. Your parents have sacrificed their time and their treasure to provide you the opportunity to be exposed to the best educational environment possible. They've been fighting for a cause that's bigger than themselves. They were fighting for you and for your future success. They wanted you to have choices in life. Those choices will determine your future. They'll define your future. Most of you have already chosen your college major. This choice puts you on a general path toward your career goal. I'm here to tell you your trajectory in life will not be linear. No path ever is. You'll have peaks and you'll have valleys. But here's the truth. Whether you move successfully toward your goals or you do not succeed, it will be determined not by the big decisions, but by the micro choices that you make daily. So what do I mean by micro choices? Micro choices are the small, seemingly insignificant decisions that actually shape the course of your life and ultimately determine the impact that you will have on your world. They are decisions that, in the moment, they might not feel important, but when you look back at them, you'll realize that they made all the difference. Make the choice to seek out mentors that are currently where you want to be in life. Shadow as many successful people as possible. If you want to go somewhere, it's best to find someone who's already been there. Make the choice to be careful from whom you take advice. In order to honor your choices, you may need to respectfully choose to ignore well-meaning advisors, those who belittle or discourage your goals. Make the choice to associate with friends and study groups that share your goals. Alex and Kendall, They all mention the same common theme in theirs. If you choose to associate with people who are achieving, you will be the next achiever. The opposite is also true. The people you associate with can pull you up or they can drag you down. Hang out with people who inspire you and force you to level up. Make the choice to persevere and be persistent, in spite of all the setbacks that you may face. There will be obstacles and moments when giving up seems like the easier option. My first chemistry teacher, he said, if you don't get an F in any of the tests and quizzes that I give you this semester, I will give you an A for the whole course. But if you get a single F, you should go directly to the registrar and drop my course. Our first quizzes were taken, and I'll never forget the formula. It's a hydrogen bromide and aluminum chloride combination. So as our first quizzes were taken, and the grades were spread out on the laboratory table, there were many Fs. I found my quiz, and my quiz was not an F. It was an F star. Is that a special F? Did it mean that I didn't need to drop the course? No, it meant run, don't walk to the registrar and drop this course, which I very well could have. Many of them did. Instead, I chose to confront my teacher and stayed after class, and I asked if I could meet with him. I sat for 45 minutes until he would grant me an audience. He looked at my grade, and he looked at my quiz, and he said, "What's the matter?" I said, "I think my formula is correct. It balances." He looked at the quiz again. He looked at me. He looked at the quiz again, and he asked me one question. He said, "What's the valence of aluminum?" I said, +3. He looked back at me again, looked at my quiz, scratched a new grade in, and gave it back to me in disgust. My new grade was an A-. In my opinion, it should have been an A+. Choose to be persistent. No one knows the strength that you have within you. You're smart enough to do anything that you set your mind to. Calvin Coolidge said, "Nothing in the world could take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. Choose to be persistent. Make the micro choices needed to pay the price for success in your chosen career. Are you willing to pay the price? Pay the cost of admission? What's the cost of admission? It's not money. It's choosing to study for the test instead of going to a party. It's putting in long hours and hard work. It's fighting hard for your desired goal. It's enduring failure and rejection. It's time away from your friends and family. Success is attractive, but it's not free. Success has a price, and it does not come in one giant leap. It comes in 1,000 tiny steps that you make in the right direction. Class of 2025, go boldly toward your goal. Choose to go boldly. Choose to embrace the challenge. Choose to be strong against the hardships. Cherish the new lifelong friends you'll meet along the way. Make your mark. Now is your time. Work hard and play hard. Pay the price, and you will capture all that this wonderful world has to offer you. I challenge you. Choose to pay the cost of admission to your dream life. Success is a choice. And as we close this chapter and step into the next, remember this. Success is not something that just happens to you. It's something that you choose every single day. From this day forward, you have the power to choose the life you want to build. Make the choices that push you forward, that reflect your values, and that aim you towards your worthy goal. MMI class of 2025, please accept my heartfelt wish for a fulfilling life, a happy life, and a successful life filled with exciting choices. Because in the end, success isn't given, it's earned, and it starts with a choice. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you so much, Dr. Delacroix. Can we give Doctor another round of applause, please? Well, it's been very suspenseful. Now we've come to the part of the ceremony that I am quite sure the seniors have been waiting for, the awarding of the diplomas. Mr. DiLiberto, I certify to the MMI Board of Directors that the members of this class before you have met all of the requirements for graduation. These qualified and worthy individuals should be awarded an MMI diploma with all the privileges and responsibilities pertaining thereto. I now invite Mr. DiLiberto and Dr. Delacroix to join me to present diplomas and to congratulate our students.
I would like to invite Mr. Christopher Orozco to the front of the room, please. Kendall Reese Orozco. The class of 2025 valedictorian. She will attend the University of Florida, where she will major in civil engineering with a minor in Russian. Kendall was a member of the National Honor Society, Chinese National Honor Society, Math National Honor Society, and Science National Honor Society, and was recognized as a commended National Merit Scholar and Standard Speaker Scholastic Superstar. She participated in Envirothon, the Future Business Leaders of America, and the Pennsylvania Academy of Science. She served as a representative for the Student Council and also competed in various math and essay competitions. In her spare time, Kendall volunteered at the MMI Peer Tutoring Program and also as an ENGIN program virtual tutor teaching English to Ukrainian students over Zoom. Alexander Stephen Composto. The class of 2025 salutatorian. He will attend Lehigh University, where he will major in environmental engineering. Alexander served as Secretary and Vice President of the Spanish National Honor Society, President of the Mathematics Honor Society, Vice President of the Science National Honor Society, and Historian of the National Honor Society. He participated in Envirothon, Future Business Leaders of America, Chess Club, Drama Club, Select Chorus, and also competed in various math competitions. Alex served as captain of the MMI soccer team. He was a representative for the Student Council and was a student ambassador for the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Program. In his spare time, Alexander volunteered in the MMI Prayer Tutoring Program as a representative and student chair of the Greater Hazleton Can-Do Student Action Committee and in a variety of other roles at Most Precious Blood Parish in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. Winnie Zhang. Winnie will attend the University of Pittsburgh, where she will major in biology and pre-medicine. Winnie was vice president of the Chinese National Honor Society and a member of the National Honor Society, Mathematics Honor Society, and Science National Honor Society. She participated in Envirothon, Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science, Future Business Leaders of America, MMI Literature Magazine, MMI Drama Club and Stage Crew, MMI Yearbook Club, Select Chorus and Concert Band. She participated in various math competitions, and in her spare time, Winnie volunteered for the MMI Peer Tutoring Program, the MMI Interact Club, and ENGIN Program Virtual Tutor teaching English to Ukrainian students over Zoom. Corey Tyler Bookman. Corey will attend the University of Chicago as a Questbridge Scholar and Dean Scholar, where he will major in business economics with an Eastern Asian Studies minor. Corey was treasurer of the National Honor Society, Chinese National Honor Society, and Mathematics National Honor Society. He participated in the Pennsylvania Free Enterprise Week, Future Business Leaders of America, MMI Drama Club, TechBridge Business Plan Competition, and TechBridge Big Idea Essay Competition. Corey served as treasurer and vice president of the MMI Student Council. He earned the Hazleton Chamber of Commerce Young Innovator of the Year Award and was recognized by the Standard Speaker as a scholastic superstar. In his spare time, Corey volunteered at the Hazleton Integration Project. Lydia Chen. Lydia will attend Carnegie Mellon University, where she will major in business administration. Lydia was a member of the National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, Mathematics National Honor Society, and Chinese National Honor Society. She participated in the MMI Orchestra, MMI Select Chorus, MMI Drama Club, Envirothon, Future Business Leaders of America, MMI Translation Club, the Yearbook Club, the Literary Magazine, and assorted mathematics competitions. She is a member of the MMI Varsity Tennis Team, and in her spare time, she volunteered for the MMI Peer Tutoring Program, the Interact Club, and the Hazleton Integration Project. Daniel Catcher Griffith. Daniel will attend the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, where he will major in engineering. Daniel has served as president of the National Honor Society and Science National Honor Society and as secretary and historian of the National Spanish Honor Society. He participated in Envirothon, Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science, and the American Mathematics Competition. He served as class representative for the Student Council and was a student ambassador for the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Forum. In his spare time, Daniel volunteered in the MMI Peer Tutoring Program. Mary Catherine Kupsky. Mary will attend Tulane University, where she will major in business. Mary Kate is a district champion for her first place finish in the 500 free at the PIAA District 2 Championships held in March. She was captain of the MMI Varsity Swim Team and MMI Varsity Cross Country Team. In her spare time, Mary volunteered as swim coach for the Wilkes-Barre YMCA and Catholic Youth Center. This kid's parents might be just a little bit proud. Aiden Michael Hosier. Go up there. Aiden will attend Lehigh University, where he will major in finance and accounting. Aiden was a member of the National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, and Math National Honor Society. He participated in Envirothon, Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science, and Future Business Leaders of America. Aiden was a member of the MMI varsity soccer team, varsity basketball team, and the Wyoming area varsity lacrosse team. In his spare time, Aiden volunteered for the Westminster Library and the Valley Laxers Youth Lacrosse Program. Slightly harder than I thought. Diane Dine Kim. Diane will attend Amherst College, where she is undecided on her major. Diane was a member of the National Honor Society, Chinese National Honor Society, Mathematics National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, and Music National Honor Society. She participated in Envirothon, Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science, Future Business Leaders of America, and the MMI Chamber Orchestra. She served as senior class president and was a writer for the Teen magazine. She earned a Best of the Best award for the MMI Assembly Program and was a finalist for the Tech Bridge High School Big Idea competition. Diane was a member of the MMI varsity cross country team, and she was recognized as a standard speaker scholastic superstar. In her spare time, Diane volunteered for the MMI Peer Tutoring Program, the Interact Club, the Gloria and Faith International Church, and the Inter CP International Missions Program. Kian Paknajad. Kian will attend the University of Pittsburgh, where he was accepted into the David C. Frederick Honors College and will major in biological sciences. Kian was president of the Spanish National Honor Society, vice president of the National Honor Society and Mathematics National Honor Society, vice president of the National Honor Society and Mathematics National Honor Society, member of the Science National Honor Society. He participated in Envirothon, Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science, Future Business Leaders of America, Pennsylvania Free Enterprise Week, Pennsylvania Governor's School of Science, American Mathematics Competition, the Drama Club, the Powerlifting Club, the Translation Club, Paranormal Investigation Club, and the varsity basketball team. He participated in the Tech Bridge competition. In his spare time, Kian volunteered for the MMI Student Ambassador Program, MMI Peer Tutoring Program, Geisinger Wyoming Valley Medical Center, and the Marion Southern Kirby Library. Joshua David Noggle. Joshua will attend Wilkes University, where he will major in civil engineering. Joshua was a member of the National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, Math National Honor Society, Spanish National Honor Society, and Music National Honor Society. He participated in the Drama Club, Chorus, and Select Chorus program. He was a member of the MMI varsity soccer team, and during his spare time, Joshua volunteered for the MMI Peer Tutoring Program and the Hazleton Integration Project. Lily Amelia Warner Sinap. Lily will attend the Delaware Valley University, where she will major in animal science. Lily was a member of the National Honor Society. Lily participated in the Future Business Leaders of America and mock trial team. She was a member of the MMI varsity cheerleading team, and in her spare time, she volunteered for the MMI Peer Tutoring Club. Jason Basil Roberts. Jason will attend St. Joseph's University, where he will major in marketing. Jason was a historian of the Chinese National Honor Society and member of the National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, and Mathematics National Honor Society. Jason participated in Envirothon, Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science, and Future Business Leaders of America. He earned the Best of the Best award for the MMI Assembly Program and served as senior class historian for the MMI Student Council. Jason was a member of the MMI varsity golf team, and in his spare time, he volunteered for the Berks Career and Technology Center. Gracie Madison Magula. Gracie will attend Pennsylvania State University, where she will major in pre-medicine. Gracie was a member of the National Honor Society, Math National Honor Society, and Science National Honor Society. She participated in Future Business Leaders of America and the Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science. She is a member of the MMI Varsity Cross Country Team, MMI Varsity Cheerleading Team, and Pennsylvania Elite Competitive Cheerleading Team. In her spare time, Gracie volunteered for the Helping Hand Society. Eve Mary Carrazza. Eve will attend the University of Delaware, where she will major in marketing. Eve was a member of the National Honor Society and Science National Honor Society. She participated in Envirothon, Future Business Leaders of America, Pennsylvania Free Enterprise Week, and Junior Leadership Northeast. Eve was a member of the MMI Varsity Tennis Team and Varsity Cheerleading Team. Eve has been a repeated recipient of the Bishop's Award for the Diocese of Scranton, and in her spare time, Eve volunteered for the MMI Peer Tutoring Program and in the Faith Formation Program at her parish. Chloe Ann Allen. Chloe will attend Bloomsburg University, where she will major in nursing. Chloe participated in Envirothon and Future Business Leaders of America. Chloe attended Pennsylvania Free Enterprise Week, and she was a member of the MMI softball and basketball teams and served as captain of the volleyball team. In her spare time, Chloe volunteered at the Hazleton Integration Project. Michael Patrick Krenyak. Michael will attend St. Joseph's University, where he will major in pharmacy. He was a member of the National Honor Society, National Science Honor Society, and he participated in Envirothon, Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science, Future Business Leaders of America, and National Spanish Exam, earning a Gold Award. He served in the MMI Student Council and was historian of the National Spanish Honor Society. Michael was captain of the MMI Varsity Baseball Team and a member of the MMI Golf Team. In his spare time, Michael volunteered for the MMI Student Ambassador Program, MMI Peer Tutoring Program, and the Hazleton Integration Project. Isabel Grace Wells. Isabel will attend Pennsylvania State University, where she will major in hospitality management. She was a member of the National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, Mathematics National Honor Society, and Spanish National Honor Society. She participated in Envirothon, Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science, Future Business Leaders of America, Junior Leadership Northeast, Creativity Club, and Mahjong Club. Isabel served as the senior class historian for Student Council, and she enjoys non-competitive horseback riding. She was a member of the MMI Cross Country Team, and in her spare time, she volunteered with the MMI Peer Tutoring Program and the Hazleton Integration Project. Thomas James Horvat. Thomas will attend Pennsylvania State University, where he was accepted to the Schreier's Honors College and will major in mechanical engineering. Thomas was a member of the National Honor Society, National Science Honor Society, Chinese National Honor Society, and Math National Honor Society. He participated in Envirothon, Future Business Leaders of America, and Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science. Thomas was a member of the MMI Varsity Soccer Team and Varsity Baseball Team, and he served on the Youth Advisory Council for the Luzerne Foundation. In his spare time, Thomas volunteered for the MMI Interact Club, the MMI Ambassador Program, and Autism Awareness Sensory Winter Wonderland. Willa L. Bartholomew. Willa will attend North Carolina State University, where she will major in fashion and textile management and with a focus on brand management and marketing. Willa was a member of the National Honor Society and National Science Honor Society. She participated in Envirothon, Future Business Leaders of America, and was a member of the MMI Varsity Cheerleading Team. In her spare time, Willa volunteered at the Hazleton Animal Shelter and organized a fundraiser to support the shelter. Lucas Anthony Pezzatine. Lucas will attend Johnson College, where he will major in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, technology, and electrical construction. Lucas participated in the Train Club and Paranormal Investigation Club. He was a member of the MMI varsity baseball team. Braden Carl Harleman. Braden will attend Pennsylvania State University, where he is undecided on his major. Braden was a member of the National Honor Society, Spanish National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, and Math National Honor Society. He participated in Envirothon, Future Business Leaders of America, Mock Trial, Drama Club, and the American Mathematics Competition. He was a student ambassador for the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Forum, and in his spare time, Braden volunteered for the MMI Peer Tutoring Club and the Interact Club. Dante Asher DiStefano. Dante will attend St. Joseph's University, where he will major in business administration. Dante was a member of the Spanish National Honor Society, Mathematics National Honor Society, and National Honor Society. He participated in Future Business Leaders of America, and in his spare time, Dante volunteered at Spooky Lou's Cat Rescue, Evergreen Raceway, and the Hazleton Integration Project. Evan Charles Pedri. Evan will attend Pennsylvania State University, where he was accepted into the Schreier's Honors College and will major in finance. Evan was a member of the National Honor Society, Math National Honor Society, and National Spanish Honor Society. He participated in Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science, Future Business Leaders of America, the Mock Trial Team, and Junior Leadership Hazleton. Evan served as senior class treasurer for the MMI Student Council and was an intern for the Luzerne Foundation. He was captain of the MMI varsity soccer team and a member of the varsity basketball team and varsity baseball teams. In his spare time, Evan volunteered for the Hazleton Integration Project, the Luzerne Foundation Youth Advisory Committee, and the Wilkes-Barre Winter Wonderland. Isaiah Perez Serrano. Isaiah will attend Susquehanna University, where he will major in accounting. Isaiah was a member of the National Honor Society. He participated in the Train Club and Sports Club and was a member of the MMI varsity soccer team. I now invite Dr. Jennifer Moisey Hoover to the front of the room. Joshua Moisey Hoover. Josh will attend Susquehanna University, where he will major in graphic design. Joshua participated in the MMI Sports Club and was a photographer for the MMI basketball and baseball teams. He was a member of the MMI varsity soccer team and Dome Winter Soccer League. In his spare time, Joshua volunteered at the Laurel Senior Living Community, the Helping Hand Society, and the American Cancer Society. Xavier John Blyler. Xavier will attend Wilkes University, where he was accepted into the Wilkes Honors Program and will major in mechanical engineering. Xavier served as captain of the MMI boys varsity tennis team and competed in various math competitions. In his spare time, Xavier volunteered in the MMI Student Ambassador Program at the Weinberg Northeast Regional Food Bank and at the Revolution Ice Center. Hayden Casper Schwabe. Hayden will attend St. Joseph's University, where he is undecided on his major. Hayden was a member of the Mathematics National Honor Society and Science National Honor Society. Hayden served as state president for the Future Business Leaders of America and was a board member for the Can Do Student Action Committee. He participated in the Mock Trial Team, the MMI Drama Club, and Junior Leadership Hazleton. He was captain of the MMI varsity basketball team, and in his spare time, Hayden volunteered for the Hazleton Center for the Arts, Hazleton Integration Project, MMI Interact Club, and Most Precious Blood Church. Joshua William Whitner. Joshua attended Grove City College, where he will major in mechanical engineering. Joshua was a member of the National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, and Mathematics National Honor Society. He participated in Envirothon and Future Business Leaders of America. Joshua was a member of the MMI Varsity Hold Team, MMI Varsity Baseball Team, and Northeast Pride Travel Baseball Team. I think that was supposed to be golf team. In his spare time, Joshua volunteered for the Valley Regional Softball League and MMI Baseball Camp. You sure? Positive? I thought you were reclining. Are you staying? Okay, all right. Nicholas Lewis Pantages. Nick will attend Pennsylvania State University, where he will major in hospitality management. Nicholas was a member of the National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, and Math National Honor Society. He participated in Envirothon and Future Business Leaders of America. Nicholas was a member of the MMI Varsity Soccer Team, MMI Varsity Basketball Team, and MMI Varsity Baseball Team, the Jim Thorpe Connie Mack Baseball Team, and Valley East Babe Ruth Baseball Team. In his spare time, Nicholas volunteered for the MMI Student Ambassador Program and assists in the food drive at his church. Kendall, you weren't kidding. This class is definitely stacked. Congratulations.
At this time, the MMI Select and Faculty Chorus would like to honor our newest alumni with a song for the class of 2025, and it's quite beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank you again, and please, let's show them how much we enjoyed that music. At this time, I would like to invite Attorney DiLiberto and Dr. Delacroce back to this podium, as there is one final presentation that we would like to make. I'd like Mrs. Hosier to join us. This year, we bid farewell to a member of the MMI family whose impact cannot be measured in years alone, though she has certainly given us many. Mrs. Donna Titus, currently our longest-serving faculty member and Associate Dean for Juniors and Seniors, is retiring after a distinguished career that spans more than 4 decades. Mrs. Titus has been more than a teacher. She has been a mentor, a guide, and a source of inspiration. Her classroom was a place where mythology, literature, and fantasy came alive, where students were encouraged to think critically, speak freely, and of course, enjoy a little fun along the way. What many may not know is that when Donna was a young girl growing up in Weatherly, she dreamed of attending MMI. At the time, that dream was out of reach because MMI had not yet opened its doors to female students. But Donna would not be kept from shaping this school. Instead, she returned as a teacher, and over the years, left her mark on nearly every corner of the campus. All 3 of her children became MMI graduates, and fittingly, she became the author of our alma mater, words we will sing together in just a few moments. Tonight, it is our great honor to fulfill the dream that once felt out of reach. Mrs. Titus, would you join us up here near the podium, please? Let's go around over here.
At this time, on behalf of the Board of Directors, I certify as chairman that Dawn Jean Titus has satisfied and satisfactorily completed the course of study prescribed for graduation and is awarded this diploma of MMI Preparatory School.
Donna, you've given your heart to MMI, and we give you this small symbol of our deep gratitude and welcome you officially into the ranks of MMI's honorary alumni. Congratulations and thank you. Mr. DiLiberto, would you join me at the podium?
MMI Class of 2025. Please rise. All MMI or Mining and Mechanical Institute alumni in the audience also please rise. Including Mrs. Titus, please. MMI Class of 2025, the people standing before you represent 146 years of MMI graduates. Now, and for the rest of your lives, you are alumni of MMI. The MMI alumni community now includes 2,002 living graduates worldwide. They are accomplished men and women who represent the highest standards of conduct and achievement. They can be invaluable resources to you from this day forward. And on behalf of the alumni present and those around the world, I now welcome you officially for the first time as MMI alumni. At this time, would everyone please rise to sing the alma mater, which appears in the graduation program and on the banner next to the American flag.
You may be seated. Thank you, Mr. DiLiberto. Before we conclude, I have a few thank yous. We thank from the bottom of our hearts Dr. John Delacroix, MMI class of 1973, and his family for joining us tonight and for his great words to our graduates. I thank Mr. DiLiberto and the entire board of directors for their support tonight and throughout the year. Thank you to our MMI Student Concert Band and Select Chorus under the direction of Miss Jennifer Gerhard. Thank you to Mr. Joe Stepanski and all of our maintenance staff who do an amazing job getting us ready for this very special event. Thank our student ambassadors, Mrs. Joanne Oakham, Mrs. Kim McNulty, for their incredible support in preparing for this evening. Before I ask our graduates to get ready to toss their caps, I invite our newest alum and their families to attend the graduation reception held in their honor and hosted by the Parent Association. The courtyard reception begins directly after the ceremony. But before we celebrate, I'd like to explain a little bit how our recessional will work. So the graduates will first lead the recession out. They will line up along the wall in the back of the gym, hoping that you'll all stop and congratulate them. So they'll form a receiving line, if you will. And then following the graduates will be the board of directors and the faculty. All right. Please be ready. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, I am honored to present the MMI class of 2025. Toss your caps.